Hi guys, welcome back to my weekly readings. This is Raisa here. I trust you guys have had a wonderful couple of weeks since the last time that we talked. We are well into January, it's about to end. So today's reading is going to be focused on the last week of January, from the 24th through to the 31st. I don't know about you guys, but the energies have been pretty strong in the last couple of weeks. Here in the United States, we've had a new president that took over the country, and there was a very high energy ending to the first one, and likewise the beginning of the other. So the energy was felt throughout the United States, maybe even worldwide, because other countries perhaps were also involved. We are one planet. What happens here takes effect on the other side of the planet, and vice versa, as you well know, due to this COVID-19 that we have been dealing with for an entire year now. Our lives have all changed. We've had to rearrange the way that we lived. Some people have lost their lives, lost their homes, lost their jobs, had to rearrange their jobs, or their jobs rearrange them in order to continue to work. There's been a lot of changes, and a lot of them have been good in a sense, where the planet is concerned. The air, the water, the animals, and for us humans that are being affected by this disease, it's been really, really tough to navigate through everything and be able to adjust. But we have done it, and I'm saying that I am proud of us. Proud of us. We're proud of each other because of the changes that we've had to adjust to and been able to get through it. The Spirit is urging us to go outdoors more. We have lost connection to divinity, to the earth itself. And in a way, perhaps it was kind of happy that it had some time to regenerate itself in a way. Things are starting to get back to normal, but hopefully our leaders will help protect the planet with the changes that have already occurred, as to where the air is cleaner, the water is cleaner, there's less garbage, there's been less crime, less deaths in other ways. So hopefully the changes can also take effect there, to where we continue to take care of the planet. So please, if you listen to my videos, try to do your part in cleaning up garbage. If you see it, pick it up. Try to use less of the resources at home, electric, water, if you can. In some cases it's become more difficult because we're using more water to clean things, taking more showers. We're having to do that. We're having to wash more clothes because of the COVID-19, trying to keep, the germ at bay, so that our families are safe as well as ourselves. But if we can somehow adjust in some areas, that would be great for the planet and for ourselves, because our future depends on how we take care of the planet right now and take care of ourselves. That's something that was highlighted by Spirit as well. Sometimes we get a little carried away, we get depressed, we get down on ourselves, down on the people around us. People betray us, they hurt us, and then everything just kind of starts to fall apart. We stop taking care of ourselves, we stop giving a shit, about what's going on, and that needs to change a little bit. We need to start focusing on our health, focusing on ourselves, getting outdoors more, find some more time to play, to do something that's fun. Some people are afraid to go outside, afraid to interact with others because of this disease, which, of course, I am one of those people. I have kept myself this entire year secluded in my home, trying to work on my own issues, which are plenty. I've done a lot of soul searching, and I have found that still some of the wounds from my childhood just keep popping up and popping up and popping up, and there's a reason why that cycle just doesn't seem to break. It's because of not having healed it, still having a lot of the stuff that happened to me when I was a child affects me now. I moved back in with my family, and I think it's all divinely appointed, so that I can finally put an end to some of those wounds that happened as a child, and see everyone's humanity and divinity within them. The people that are still alive, that were involved with me in my childhood, try to forgive myself and forgive them for anything that they may have done that seemingly hurt me. I mean, sometimes people do things that it's unconscious. They have their own charts that they're working on, their own issues, and they hurt others without even knowing it. And if you don't tell them and if you don't share with them, they just will go on thinking that you're a nut or a bitch or whatever, an asshole. I'm sorry about those two words. I wish I could strike them now, but I can't. They have their own opinion of you, which isn't a good one, but it isn't necessarily true on their part or on yours. So it's time to forgive yourself, forgive others. Just the act of forgiveness itself will help heal. Otherwise, resentment and harboring these hatred feelings for others, or not forgiving for what they may have done or what you think that they should be doing and they're not, is only going to create disease inside of you as well as me. So it's time that we let go of some of that resentment, that we forgive ourselves, forgive others. We don't have to be with them. We don't have to ever see them again. It's just the act of forgiveness is going to be very healing and open up a lot of blocks that our heart may have. Some people have been single for a very long time and they wonder, why me? Why can't? It's because your heart is closed to love. It's afraid. It's afraid of being hurt, in essence. Even if you think that you have overcome all of those problems, that you're better, that you're more giving, you're more generous, which is a card that's on the table, the Six of Pentacles. Become more giving and generous with your time, with your efforts. It doesn't necessarily have to be money, but it could be. Sharing more, giving to a good cause, perhaps, will help open your heart, will help drop those walls, those blocks, help heal them. But it's very difficult. Sometimes we think, yes, we've overcome, we've done it, we're doing great, and then all of a sudden somebody pushes the right button and you're right back there again, back to when you were a child, back to the same old story. You think, how is that still there? How is that wound still open? How can someone else hurt me like this and I cannot get over it? Why is that? So struggling with that is what I've been doing for quite some time now, and it's taken a toll on me, and it would take a toll on you as well. I'm trying to open up to you guys at this point because I know that I can't be the only one on this planet like this. Somebody that's listening is going to say, yes, you're talking about me as well. This is how I feel, but I don't even know it. You won't even realize it until something just kind of clicks in your head and you think, oh my God, that still exists within me, within that other person. What is this? It's been 50 years and it's still that way. And that's why love cannot enter your heart. Why a good relationship doesn't happen. Why it keeps repeating. Your life keeps repeating that cycle with relationships, whether it's in your mother, your sibling, your lover, your husband, your children, even people at work. You'll see it within them. It's just something that if you don't have that reflection from another person, romantic partner, let's say, because those are the ones that are closest to you and are always with you, in a sense, everyone else will start to take a little piece of that reflection and start showing it to you, one way or the other. This is truly a very reflective life. Everything around you is a reflection of what you're creating yourself. Kid you not. Of the problems that you need to work on what you wish would happen in your life, what you are working towards. You're going to see all of this reflected back to you from other people, from situations, from music, from conversations, from what you see other people doing, your past. Even your past is reflected, all of it. You'll see how you were, how you acted towards another person in your past through other people. And you'll say, wow, was that me? Really? Is that what I did? No wonder this and that happened. No wonder things turned out that way. Look at how I was. Look how much I've grown, that I can see this now, so that I don't repeat it. Forgiveness comes in there really big. Forgiveness of your sibling, of your niece, of your son, of your daughter, your mother, your father, whatever it is that triggered pain. It could be a relative, far removed relative, one you stayed with one day or another because your parents needed help and a relative stepped in to help you or to stay with you, and that relative spoke words that were dirty, that were nasty, that were painful, and hurt your little heart, hurt your little soul at that time. And there's something that still lives there, that you need to remove. It's like a little cancer, like a little weed that you need to pull from the root and remove it and spit it out, cough it out, kick it to the curb, whatever you want to do. But you need to see that it's still there before you can actually take it out. And somehow shake it off and forgive yourself for harboring that all this time. Forgive the person that did it, because obviously they knew no better at that time. Some of them are gone, so you can't even talk to them anymore. But you can forgive. You can talk to your angel. You can talk to divinity, and it will help you remove that. Archangel Raphael has been working very close with me along with Michael in the last few months, because there's a lot of soul searching that I've been doing and a lot of fighting, internal fighting. So the angels have been very close. They have been communicating with me and even just showing me there's just certain things that you'll see when you start to work on yourself. The spiritual path is not an easy one. A lot of people think that, oh, it's so glamorous. People do readings, they make money, whatever. They're in the public eye. People know them. They're so popular. They have thousands and millions of people that watch them and clap them and follow them. It's not that glamorous, because the closer you get to divinity, the thinner the veil between us and the other side, the more lessons that we have to learn, the more pain that we go through, the more we feel. If you're an empath like I am, the more you'll feel. And I can start crying at any moment of any day. I could be at work, driving to work, and just start feeling things that really hurt me, and just start crying, because I lost many people when I was a child. My family, a lot of my family members, and it's very painful. So there's a lot of things that a person that's psychic or psycho can go through. So even a person that's not stable in their mind, you should, if you come across one, you should be nice to them, because you don't know the struggles that they go through. People with attention deficit disorder, hyperactivity disorder, bipolarism, anything that is of the mind that keeps them unstable, where they have to take medication in order to keep them good, to make them functional. I think that all of us have a bit of instability when it comes to the mind. None of us are perfect. We all have issues that we work through, and then life just beats us down as we go along. Even if you have a charmed life, you still have issues. People don't always see it because you're not in their shoes, but there's always something, that every one of us struggle with, that we need to get past. And forgiveness is one of them for today. Today's a lot of F words, and none of them are curse words. Forgiveness is one big one. And the very first one, which I skipped right over that and went right to forgiveness, because with me that's an issue, is faith. Having faith that the things that you have asked divinity for will happen. You will overcome the struggles that you are facing right now, tomorrow, the next day. And there's always a challenge, because as soon as we overcome one, another one presents itself to make you stronger. The Strength card. To make you stronger, to make you more capable, to control your emotions, to keep you under control, to not allow other people to push your buttons. Having that faith that by giving of yourself doesn't always mean that you're going to get hurt. Dropping those walls that are around you, forgiving yourself, forgiving others, Having that faith that God's got your back. Your angel has your back in ways that you have no idea. They're like your best buddy, your best friend, always with you, hugging you. You don't know that they're there, but they are, and they have a sense of humor. Um, I'm pretty sure that any of the other tarot readers on here, if they have a good connection with their angelic guide, they already know that their angelic guide has a sense of humor. They're very funny sometimes. You can crack up by the stuff. Once you have a connection with them and they start communicating with you all the time, you'll realize that, damn, they're pretty funny. And they'll crack you up. I mean, the stuff that they do, the messages that are back and forth that are, I'll think of something and then either I'll hear it on TV or a song that comes up or a card that I pull or something that falls so I can read it. It's super funny, some of the stuff that they do at certain times. It's like, really? You really had to say that to me, or you really did this? And I laugh because it's like, damn, you're really freaking funny. My guide is very big and pretty handsome. So I'm talking about him now because I really love him. It's my angel. That's not the other guides that I have. They're really serious. They're more serious. But the angels really have a sense of humor, and they really truly walk with us all of the time, no matter what. Even if you don't want them around, because you might see them in a dream and think that they're scary. It's like, oh my God, and run away from them. They still follow you, no matter what you do. You can't block them. You can't stop them. You can't shut them out. Nothing you do can keep them away from you. They're always there, and they always love you unconditionally. And see, that's what we need to learn to be, unconditionally loving other people and ourselves. Number one, ourselves, because if we don't love ourselves, we cannot love another person. There's just no way. If we let someone tell us, oh, you're fat, oh, you're too skinny, I don't like the way you talk, you curse too much, whatever it is that they say things to you, and you don't say, geez, that's the one thing I love about myself, you have a problem. You gotta learn to look in that mirror and say, damn, I love you. You're hot, you're cute, you're this, you're all positive comments. So every morning when you get up, or at night when you get up, or in the middle of the day, whenever it is, you look in that mirror and you say, damn, I love you. You are super beautiful. I love your hair, I love your makeup, your glasses look pretty freaking cute. Tell yourself how much you love yourself, no matter what it is, especially the parts of yourself that you have issues with. Learn to say you love yourself and those people around you. Learn to see divinity within them, which is very, very hard to do sometimes, because some people really know how to, push your button and hurt you. So, but it's those are the people that are your biggest teachers, and they don't realize that. And you might want to tell them, but it's like talking to the freaking wind sometimes. They don't get it. But faith. If we learn to have faith that everything is going to work out in the end, and no matter what, all roads lead home to God, to spirit, to the other side, to being with your family members again, or the people that you love in a different way, because your soul will love them no matter what they did while you were incarnated. It's something that you yourself planned in order to grow spiritually, in order to wake up, because for the most part, people, they live, they work, they get married, or they don't get married, they have children or they don't have children, whatever. They live their lives and never think about spirit, because it depends on how evolved you are, or you already are from other lifetimes, and then you just continue. So you keep working at it until eventually you're just dedicated to humanity and to divinity, and one day you just don't come back. You become someone else's guide, or you stay with the angels or with God, or whatever you choose to do, your soul chooses to do. I choose to come back. I choose to help. I choose to help humanity in one way or the other. In this lifetime, I should have been an oceanographer, but due to other people's advice when I was a kid, I never went that way, and it kind of just, the things that happened to me changed me, but oceanography would have been my first choice. Second choice would have been a stewardess, because I love to travel. It's part of my sign, but the ocean was my love, and it still is. And when I'm there, I always feel whole. I feel connected. I guess it's what keeps me living in states that are close to the ocean. And when I'm not there, I miss it. And I want to live by the ocean. I want to be near it, even though it's dangerous, so dangerous. But I still love it. So I believe that in my next lifetime, I will definitely be an oceanographer. I am not done yet. I know this. Because there's things I still need to do for the earth and for others that I wasn't able to do in this lifetime. So I'm doing this. This is something that was a dream of mine as well. Being a spiritual person and being an artist, which I am going to start to take that up again soon. Just needed my muse. And this year has been very tragic for that, but it has helped me see things in a different light. And now I know what I want to start painting. And I've taken many pictures, I just need to start doing it. Because there's something about it that's calling me. So I will find out what that is once I start to paint again. But for now, one baby step at a time, I need to strengthen my faith. And then I need to start forgiving the people that have hurt me in the last several years. Terribly hurt me. To the point where what it is it works on your ego as well. That pain just kind of destroys your ego self. Once that ego self is trampled on so badly that it just hardly exists, comes out the beauty. The beauty comes out in you. Your true soul, your true self is what it does. It destroys that nasty ego. And then you become more of who you truly are and what you truly want to do for others. So, Six of Pentacles. Be more giving to others. Do not let people take advantage of you, of course, because some people will try. But either way, be more generous, more giving with your time. The Strength card. Build your confidence. Have more faith that everything will turn out the way that it should, even if you do open yourself up to others, even if you do drop those walls that you have built around your heart. It's time to do so. Remain constant. Keep your emotions under bay, under control. We all have a raring lion and tiger inside of us, whatever it is. A wolf. Something ferocious. That when someone hurts us enough, we let it out. We unleash it. This here tells us that we need to be gentle with that part of us, ourselves. We need to be forgiving so that it calms that part of ourselves down. So we can keep it under control, keep it under bay. Okay? And try to channel that energy in a positive, loving, kind, and generous way. Right? We need to make a commitment with ourselves, with divinity, and with life itself. We need to commit to being that way, to being more controlled, to being more together, to not letting other people hurt us or unleash that wild animal that we have, that temper, to keep it under control. Fire signs is very hard to do that. It might be easier for others that have their mind more, that they're more into their head, but fire signs are not. They're more explosive, they're more, passionate about everything. Artists, musicians, people that are creative, it's very difficult for them to keep it under control. But it can happen. You just have to think about it. Think about your words before you say them. Try to keep your mouth shut like that lion. And think about what damage it will do if you actually speak what you're thinking about that person that's hurting you at that moment, and try to forgive, give it up. This is the Hierophant. The Hierophant has the keys to knowledge. So learning about yourself is very important. Reaching down deep inside as to what exactly is it that I need to heal, that I need to learn to change and to become a better person. This could also represent religion, perhaps getting back in touch with your religion. That might be helpful for your personality. Making a commitment to something or someone in your life may help change you. For some of you, this is a commitment that is coming along. There might be someone that's a fire sign that wants to commit to you, wants to become closer to you. It could be a Leo for some, because the Strength card represents the sign of Leo. This card represents the sign of Taurus. And also the Six of Pentacles is an earth sign, a very generous person that can help bring strength into your life, help control uh, your outbursts, help make you stronger for a commitment. So someone is coming into the lives of some of you that will help you get by, will help you make a commitment to yourself, to others, be more happier. This could also happen during the times of Leo in this coming year, or Taurus, which begins in April. I've talked a lot already, haven't I? How a time? Yes, I have. For some of you, you're going to be entertaining socially. This is the card of the park or being outdoors. You need to start getting outdoors more. Go out. Maybe not have close contact with others, but get outdoors. Be more social. Start to be more social. There's going to be a message that comes, a messenger, a person, literally a mailed letter or an email, a text message, whatever it is, a message that comes through that may be delayed a bit because of the mountain, but it could cause a delay for some things that you're planning on doing. You have to slow down. There's movement forward. There's movement that you want to do, but for the moment, it's going to be delayed. Okay, that's another message. For some of you, if you have a talent, whether it's music, writing, poetry, beautiful writing, painting, sewing, whatever it is that you do that's creative, it's time for you to open up to that again. Okay, creativity is being highlighted here. For some, it's pregnancy, babies, being a mother. So if that's on the cards for you, it's going to happen if it's something that you're desiring. So be aware that pretty soon you're going to become pregnant. For those of you that want to procreate, but for those others that have a talent, you need to pick it back up again, because it's hurting you to keep it at bay or to turn your back on your talents. Because during times like this is very helpful, especially getting control of your emotions and what's happening in your life. It's time to start celebrating who you are, getting outdoors more. A connection to the outdoors is being highlighted all the time now, because we've stayed indoors so long. It's time to start going outside. We don't need to be so fearful of everything and everyone. Connection to Mother Earth. She's calling you to come out, to check the trees, make sure that they're okay. Go hug a tree. Sit under a tree. Connect to the earth. You can feel it vibrating. It's always vibrating. You need to connect to the outdoors. For some of you, you're getting married. There's some celebration that's coming up and you need to be a part of it. If you're invited to a party, try to go. Wear your mask, whatever it is you got to do. But don't alienate yourself so much during this year. For some of you, you're waiting for something to happen. It's something that you have wished for, and you're going to be celebrating very soon, because perhaps even within the next full moon, from the one that happens now to the next one within a month or two, you'll be celebrating something that you have wished for or have wanted to actually happen. Some of you are moving, some of you are having babies, some of you are getting married, and some of you are just going to be really happy that you were able to overcome some of the issues that are happening in your life, or what you have uncovered during this year of being isolated, of soul searching. You're going to celebrate that you have overcome, that you are a better person due to all the things that you have learned up to now. Perhaps even this, coping with disappointment. You may even celebrate on how well you are coping with disappointment and the changes that have come about because of it. How you were able to deal with it, overcome it, and then have something great happen because of it. Life can be disappointing when reality outweighs your dreams. Use this day to see the things that don't seem to go your way help you build patience for God. Even when things don't go your way, there's a reason for it. It helps build your soul. You evolve more because of it, and you create a deeper connection with divinity, your angels, your guides, and that's a fact. This little deck I found yesterday while looking through my decks. It's Heart and Soul by Sylvia Brown. I used to love to watch this woman. I believe she has passed away. She passed away a few years ago, quite a few years ago. But she was a very good psychic. She tried to help a lot of people, but she, again, had a lot of issues. If you followed her and her life, she had many problems. All psychics go through a lot of issues. It's just the way that we learn and the way that we're able to teach. If we haven't felt it, we can't teach it with passion. And that's just the way that that goes. All right, let's see if I can pull some cards, and I will have an interactive part at the end if the camera doesn't turn off. All right, let's see what we got here for this up and coming week. Well, first of all, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess speaks of inner knowledge, intuition, following your intuition, knowing when taking a step and when not to, going within to keep learning about yourself. You have the book of life in your hands. You know what you have experienced already. But it's telling you that during the beginning of the week, you need to listen more than you speak. Keep your plans, your secrets to yourself. Try not to hurt other people or allow other people to hurt you in the process. Just listen to what they have to say, because there will be information that you need to hear in between those lines. There could be some things changing in your life and you have to go with the flow. Okay? By listening to your intuition, you'll be able to manifest the things that you want as you follow through. By the middle of the week, by Wednesday, we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords speaks of, due to your own efforts, you're able to navigate through some very difficult obstacles, challenges, things that have been bothering you, a time of unrest, and move to a place in your heart and your soul and your mind of more peace due to your own efforts. Because the energies outside of you are going to be challenging, but due to your own connectedness, to the commitment that you're going to make to keep yourself under control and being more generous with others around you, you'll be able to navigate through all these challenges. You'll still have the issues, but you're able to get through it easier because you have more control of yourself now. Okay. Around the end of the week, you're going to feel very accomplished. This is the Nine of Pentacles. By yourself, doing it by yourself. You'll be more stable. For some of you, you may get a promotion at work, you may get a raise. I think in the United States, some people are going to improve, their money is going to improve due to this new presidency. They're upping our money. So hopefully some raises come along, or you'll feel very accomplished by the end of the week. You're doing something fun for yourself. Maybe you make a plan to go out, to go do something different. You're following your intuition. You're listening to your subconscious. You're listening to your guide that's helping you dearly. Advice from the angels. Appreciation. Appreciation, gratitude, faith, forgiveness, but appreciating the beautiful things in your life. Get outdoors, appreciate the flowers a bit more, appreciate wildlife, appreciate the sun, the moon, the stars, the water, the ground. Help the earth so the earth helps you. But we need to appreciate the beautiful things that we have in our life, the wonderful things, our families, our jobs, the vehicles that get us there, our money, our bills. Appreciate so that the universe brings you more beautiful things because of the way that your heart is changing. You're dropping those walls. You're learning to appreciate the people that are around you a bit more. You're pushing aside your ego self so that your beautiful, loving self can shine. This is the card that was on top before, and I shuffled it again. Bringing more joy into your life, doing things that make you happier, and I bet a lot of them have to do with being outdoors. Joy is pure state of bliss, and it is attained by bringing comfort and relief to others, to other people. By doing so, you will bring joy to your life every day. So always, always remember, being more generous and being more helpful to others is always going to make you happy, especially if you're going through a really hard time, because that always keeps you connected. And before you know it, those walls start to drop and you start to bring more joy into your life and more love, which is what we're trying to reach here. It's time to walk away from betrayals or people that betray you. No matter what it is, Divinity right now is showing us, hey, it's time to get away from those thoughts of betrayal or thinking that others are betraying you. This is all a test. It's all a school. We're in a classroom, all of us together, learning how to appreciate the earth, appreciate divinity, appreciate each other and ourselves. It's a familiar refrain. Why was I betrayed when I gave it my all? Know that going through this challenge is part of your chart. Don't fall into questioning, bitterness, or beating yourself up. Simply walk away from this experience. Just turn your back on it and say, you know what? I'm not going to deal with this anymore. Some of you have to move. Some of you have to just forgive and forget. Just walk away from it and forgive. That's a big issue right now. Okay. It's time for me to do the interactive part. So I'm going to have 3 piles. The first one being number 1, number 2, and number 3. A, B, C. So just pick your pile now, and while I'm shuffling, shuffle your question into it. Think about it. What do you wish to happen? What do you need to start doing to help yourself? See what happens. How's your week going to go? What do you need to do to help navigate? That's A, B, and C. Okay. Advice from the heart and soul. Let's see what happens. What do you need to know to help you improve, to help you heal your soul? Advice from the other side. 1, 2, 3. Oracle of the Grail. These are really pretty cards. I picked very beautiful cards today with a lot of artwork because it just makes my soul happy to see it. Just the colors themselves. Even if you're not an artist, pick up a piece of paper and some paint and just kind of throw it on there and see what happens. Sorry, I had to pick up some cards. Maybe you can tell I'm outdoors sitting at a pool. Okay, advice from the angels. And I'm going to pull the Norman card as well. Alright, let's start with the first pile, 8. First card, you have 1021. You have the World card. So there are a lot of things ending in your life so that new beginnings can break through. This is a very triumphant feeling of things that you have overcome, cycles that have ended. Let's say you were studying and you finally got your diploma and now you can actually start doing what you studied for, your career, a new career perhaps, a new way of life, moving from one place to another, traveling finally, that's something you've always wanted to do and you're finally getting to see it, going to Paris, seeing the Eiffel Tower, just having fun in general, being around other people, feeling very triumphant and accomplished This is for 8. Again, you get the card of walking away from betrayal. So by walking away from people that have betrayed you, or instances that have seemed to you like they have hurt you, forgiving, having faith that things are going to change, and just moving, closing one door so another one can open. A familiar refrain: why was I betrayed when I gave my all? Know that going through this challenge is a part of your chart. Don't fall into questioning, bitterness, or beating yourself up. Simply walk away from the experience so that something better can replace it, with an open heart. Nurturing. It's time to nurture yourself. Get outdoors, nurture things that are beautiful. See how she's smelling the essence of that flower? She's taking it into herself, all the way down into her soul. How that beautiful rose smell. This is a pink rose. Love, kindness, charity, experiencing love, showing the earth how much you love it for that beautiful rose, and the smell, the wonderful smell of it, and there's a whole bush of it. She's dressed in very beautiful clothing as well. She's almost tasting the essence of that flower. Get outside and nurture yourself through the outdoors is going to be very helpful. Also, nurturing yourself, nurturing the people around you. But for a while, take time to nurture yourself and love yourself and change the things that you know already you need to change. Your diet, exercise, drinking more water, whatever it is. Walking more, getting outside more. Something that you need to do that will help nurture you back to optimal health. Loving yourself, forgiving, having faith, trust, being more grateful for the beautiful things that do surround you, that perhaps you haven't had time to show yourself that they exist, but they're there. For some of you, you're going to start studying, okay? Maybe you have been thinking about it, you stopped one job, you're doing something else, but it's time to study. There's something new that you want to learn. Begin now. In the Lenormand card, you have the bear. The bear represents strength. It represents a boss. It represents a job. Maybe there's something that you want to study that puts you in a position of leadership, or that will bring more strength to your finances, to your resolve, to getting past certain things in your life. Do it. You have the strength card right now in the Lenormand. There could be someone that comes to assist you that's very strong as well. Sorry about the plastic, but I have a few, especially for coming outside. Okay. For those of you that chose B, Brenda, I hope you chose B. This is a card we talked about yesterday. The 10. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is the race. This is the movement forward. This is the lucky break that you have been waiting for. For some of you, you have a fortunate turn of events that's coming that you perhaps cannot see yet. And in some instances, they say, play the horses. But only do that if it's something that you normally do. Just very small bet. Maybe play whatever, some lottery stuff. Anyway, fortunate turn of events. Perhaps it is a race to achieve something, or to get somewhere in your life. Something is going to change in a positive way for you in the up and coming weeks, okay? Again, the joy card. Something that changes, that brings you a lot of joy. Joy is pure state of bliss, and it is attained by bringing comfort and relief to other people. Doing so will bring joy to your life every day. So, take care of yourself, take care of your friends, take care of your pets, and movement forward that has been planned is going to happen. Okay? You're gaining a lot of wisdom by looking within yourself, by everything that you're studying, everything that you're reading, everything that you're learning. You're also going to meet someone that's very wise indeed. So listen to the advice that they may give you, and you are becoming someone very wise. So keep that in mind and keep moving forward. You're going to experience freedom, liberty, something that you're going to do is going to bring some freedom into your life. Your heart is going to soar with happiness. That wheel of fortune, this change of events that's coming, this joy that you're going to be experiencing will bring freedom to you. You'll feel like uplifted, you know? So you're going to be pretty happy coming up in the next few weeks, something that you do. There's also the ring. So perhaps for some of you, this is a commitment to someone new, commitment to your already existing partner. You go to another level, a ring, a marriage, whatever it is, it's going to feel more bonding, more committed. Committed to your freedom, committed to your life, committed to the changes that you're wanting to make in your life. These changes that are coming due to that wheel of fortune. There is a relationship that could be coming into your life. This could be a repeat of another relationship, maybe someone that comes back from the past, or someone that you've known in past lives, okay? But the bond is going to be there, and the commitment is coming. So just know, with these two cards, there is commitment that's coming into your life, even if it's just committing to yourself. For some of you, it's a Leo, okay? And the commitment will be very generous, very giving. Keep that in mind as well. Okay, I think I'm on to C, pile number 3. Let's see what we have. And we have, oh, even more celebration. You guys all got very good cards, okay? The 3 of Cups. This is all about celebrating something that's coming, something happy. It could be a message that's coming your way. Keep that in mind. There is a messenger here that's coming, either someone that comes to visit, someone that sends you a message, teaming up with some of your best buddies, and going out, doing something fun for a change, something for you. The 3 of Cups represents birth. Again, some of you may be having a baby or getting pregnant. If that is what you are wanting, it is coming. It is highlighted in these cards. It's also celebration of marriage, parties, endings of school, or some type of test or a challenge that has happened in your life and you overcoming it. So it's a very happy card when it comes to your emotions. The 3 Cups are up. They're by the ocean. There's no big waves. It seems calm, so your emotions are at bay. They're under control. You're celebrating with friends. You're having a good time, okay? And your soul card is contentment. Contentment that you feel from all the things that you have accomplished in this time. We can feel true contentment when we come to the realization that although school, quote unquote, life on earth is difficult, we will eventually graduate and go on to the other side, home. I think I already said that earlier, but the cards are repeating it. That's where the humor comes in with divine energy. It's like reiterating, saying yes, exactly. No matter what, you're still going to end up in the place that you're supposed to be, no matter what. Great peace is inherent in this knowledge, and that is true. No matter what, this is a test, this is a class. No matter what you're going through, the challenges, you will overcome it, because boom, you got the 3 of Cups. No matter what, you're going to come out smelling pretty, like a rose. Okay, just know that your emotions are going to finally plateau. You're going to be more in control of yourself, more committed to you and the things that you want to manifest in your life. Okay, and contentment is definitely coming. Okay, like a nice calm lake with swans, beautiful swans, a transformation of you and your life. The oracle that you got is sharing times with friends, family, people that you love, or just a good organization, something that you really want to share your time with and share with other people. Maybe getting out and talking like I just did today in this reading, sharing of your emotions, of your experiences with others, so that they learn from you and you can learn from them. A give and take of conversation, of time, of love. Again, this card is all about sharing of your time, of money, of whatever it is, generosity, of your knowledge, of love, sharing with others, maybe others less fortunate as well. Find a good cause to help, because you're going to be very content with it. It's going to make you very, very happy. Jealous. Archangel Michael is with you, sword up, protecting you all the way. He's going to be there to help cut the cords of disappointments or challenges or things that you have asked for. Archangel Michael's got your back. And know this, okay? Very powerful angels are with you. Okay, for some of you, it definitely is. You got the stork. Stork, what does the stork represent? Pregnancy. It represents having children. For some of you, it's an event, a big event that happens, or a delivery of your child, change that's coming your way. You're growing, you're moving towards your dreams. You're going to be very happy with the way that things fall into place with the commitments that you have made for your own life. Okay, guys, I think my time is about up. I do love you. Thank you so much for listening to my readings and my rantings and my experiences, but I honestly love all of you. And I'm going to try to help myself so that I can better help you. Have a blessed week. And if any of you would like a reading with me about anything, any topic that you would like to look into and have some advice, please contact me via my email, risashealingarts11@gmail.com. I love you. Bye for now. Till next week.